Okay, what's up, everybody? So, had court today. It went good, I think. Um, they, I don't want to say much. I don't really want to say much, jinx it or whatever. But I think it went good. They kind of postponed it for my first hearing to be on November 8th, so I do have to go back on November 8th and take care of it. But the judge seems really cool, and he seems like I don't know. I don't want to say anymore. Just the court did go good, and it's continuing. So I haven't got charged yet, but I'm starting to listen to the universe more. You know what I mean? Like become more self-aware and stuff. This trip was all about self-exploration for me, and doing so sober-ish. I have started smoking pot again. But this time I'm being more self-aware with the pot smoke. Like I'm not smoking before work. I'm not smoking during work. I'm not smoking before workout. I'm not smoking before meal prep. Like the only time I smoke is when there's nothing to do. Like if I'm off from work and I have no workouts to do, I have no priorities to take care of, I have no errands to run. I'm smoking like the way adults should drink, responsibly. The way I should have been drinking the night I got my DUI, getting a cab, I'm growing, I'm learning, and I'm just listening a lot to the universe and myself and my body. Yeah, but like I was saying, this weekend has been a weekend of exploration for me. My sex drive has come back, after it was kind of a little complicated at first for me because being that I was on crystal meth for the past 4 years and using it during sex, like the whole party and play scene that's in the gay community, it's really rampant. It's really ridiculous that it's such a problem in our own community, but it is. It's a big problem. The whole party and play scene is out there, and it's real. It's one of those dark holes that I'm always talking about. But being that I was in that for 4 years, shooting up and having sex with people and partying and playing and whatnot, it was kind of hard for me to not think about drugs without thinking. It's hard for me to think about sex without thinking about drugs, primarily shooting up. And I'm not gonna lie, like I almost did have a major relapse, like this weekend when I went down to Alamosa for court. Like the weekend before, I was planning on taking stuff down. Like I was like, maybe I should, just hit up a dealer and bring some stuff down from Denver and take some on my way drive down to Alamosa. It might be hot. Just shoot up into the hotel room and be a fucking weirdo. But luckily I gave myself enough time to really think about it and think about how it was really making me feel. Because you see, our addictive voices, they try to trick us into making us think that we want what we're addicted to when we don't. And that's what my case was. Like my addictive voice is like, yeah, you want it. It's exciting. It's going to make you like, you're going to be super freaky. Like it's going to be fucking cool, And no, like I started listening to myself, and it was weird because like just planning on taking the drugs and everything, it started stressing me out a lot. Like having to drive with illegal drugs in my car, having to have drugs in the hotel room, and like just my family finding out, having to avoid my family while I was there if I did it. Like it was really just too much stress that was piling onto my shoulders. It was making me depressed and guilty and ashamed, and I hadn't even done it yet. So I started thinking, if this thing that you think is getting you excited isn't getting you excited, then why are you planning on taking it still? So I scratched all those plans of taking it and decided, you know what, I'm not going to take any. I'm not going to take any drugs. I'm not going to buy any strangers. I'm not going to relapse like that. No, fuck that. I'm not going to do it. And the second I planned on that, okay, all that stress is done, all right? But first let me tell you about my original plan. Okay, so yeah, my sex drive was back, right? So my original plan for this weekend, because I was going out of town and having a hotel room, and being that I work at Romantics, I thought, okay, well, might as well take some of my toys that I've gotten from there, might as well take some lube, some lotion, some candles, and make love to myself, you know what I mean? Find out what I like and what I like what I like sober. you know, and because it's been 4 years since I've had like sex sober. You know, I don't know for shit what I really like anymore. So like it was, I brought I brought it, like, not to get out too much detail, but I brought my toys, I brought my DVD player to the hotel room, I brought like all this stuff to have this magical night to myself, which I did. But my original plan was to do it sober, and I was gonna land up taking drugs. Long story short, I was gonna land up taking drugs, but didn't, and I'm glad that I didn't because I really got to self explore. I am in I don't kiss and tell, so I'm not gonna say names, but I am in I did hook up, and I did so sober. I didn't have to shoot up before I did, and I'm glad I did because I still got that swag. Just kidding. No, but anyway, I'm blushing now. But no, just I'm really just, it's just I'm proud of myself this whole weekend. Like I'm on top of things now. Like the whole court thing. I went to court and I had my public defender ready. I know that one of the guys that was before me was barely asking for a public defender when he showed up there, which was just prolonging his sentencing. I'm just like, dude, come prepared. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, But I mean, to each their own. Maybe he has other stuff going on. But he's also dressed in a polo and jeans. I can dress like this. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is court ready. This is court ready. And I even got a compliment from the judge. He said, "Thank you for dressing up for court," or how do you say it? I don't know, but it was a really nice compliment that he gave me. He said, "Thank you for basically dressing up for court." And yeah, so I know I made a good impression on the judge. So I'm hoping, like, in my November court date, like, I don't know. I mean, I can't expect to just be like, "Oh yeah, let me go easy," like whatever, but that would be like, I'm an honest, good guy. Like, I'm not like a criminal, like, at all, in one shape or form. Like, it just one mistake that I did, really, and I'm learning from it. Like, I don't even, now that I've been getting stoned again, I don't even drive stoned. What do I even think about it? Like, it freaks me out. I'm like, no. Like, if I know I have to drive somewhere, no, I'm probably not gonna get stoned. No, not at all. So yeah, but yeah, I have been smoking weed again, and I gotta say, smoking it and doing it responsibly has made me realize that there are some benefits I could get from it. Like, sitting still, I could actually sit still now and, work on a project, whereas before I had really tough time sitting still. Yeah, it's just like I get to bed earlier now. It's just, it's more of a mellow thing for me, and some social situations too, but not really so much social as it is personal for me. Like, I smoke weed to relax and calm down, and it's been working, and so I hope to continue using it still like that. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that I'm completely sober from drugs. Just the hardcore drugs like crystal meth, which was my drug of choice, which was for the past 4 years, especially shooting it up. I'm still sober from that, though, and to me, that's my accomplishment. That's my journey, what I'm trying to recover from and stay sober from. A lot of people look down on me, especially in some of my groups. Or I shouldn't say look down on me, but I know some of my group members kind of look at me like, "Oh, you're smoking weed. Oh, you're still drinking on some weekends with your friends." Like, oh, that's not sobriety. No, it's not sobriety. It's recovery. Like, just because you're in recovery doesn't mean you have to stop everything cold turkey. You just gotta learn how to control your shit and manage your fucking life. That's what I think, at least. And that's what I'm learning how to do, and I'm very fucking proud of myself because I'm fucking managing my life. Thank you very much. And it feels good. Like, it feels good. Like, driving through my hometown. Well, one of my hometowns. Driving through one of my hometowns, my teen years hometown. Pueblo. Driving through there, going to Pueblo, and just knowing that I'm back in that city and not doing bad. Because that's kind of where it started. It feels good, because I know it's a small town, and I know if anyone were to see me that knew me from before, they're going to be like, "Damn, Romy's doing good." It's going to spread, you know what I mean? And I love when good talk gets talked about you instead of bad talk, and like we all do, of course, it's human nature. Anyway, but yeah, so, I don't know, I'm just really trying to be good, even better now. Like, this whole court thing, I believe, is just another sign for me to say, hey, just keep in there, keep hanging in there, keep complying. You're on the right track, keep doing what I'm doing. And yeah, just keep pushing, like, I don't know, I'm really glad I didn't land up taking any crystal meth with me this weekend and shooting up in the hotel room or anything like that, because it would have stopped me from doing a lot of things I did do while I was there, like hanging out with my little sister and her boyfriend and his cousin. I think that was his cousin. I'll have to double check on that fact. But yeah, we had a really good time at this place called Zapata Falls. It's like this natural little waterfall from little mountain area. You know, hike up this trail, and just a pretty cool little scene. Um, I did that. I did karaoke with my dad on Saturday night. We were drinking, but we did that in his little in this little back house that my grandma has. Excuse me. And it was fun, like, you know, hanging out with my dad and his friend, and, you know, just the three of us, you know, just in there doing karaoke like fucking dorks, you know, getting good buzz on. And then on Saturday night, went to Spot the Fall Sunday, and then I also drove to. Oh wait, we won't talk. That was the hookup. We won't talk about that part. I don't kiss and tell. I won't say where I drove, who I hooked up with. Just know it was good. Just kidding. Anyway, anywho, Monday was good too. I chilled with my cousins, and I spent the whole day just chilling with them. Like, it's been a while since I've done that. You know what I mean? Like, a long while, and it felt like almost like the old times. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And then I saw some old friends and family too. I guess that you could say, because you'll never stop being family. When I went to Pueblo on Friday night, because I stopped on Friday night and I stayed there. And I saw an old friend that me and my ex were roommates with. And it was great seeing her. You know, she lost weight. She looks good. Like, you know, it's just, you know, it's good. You're doing good, girl. Like, you know, you go, girl. It was good seeing you. I saw my ex's sister. And that was fun too. She, you know, you do your thing, Rochelle. Like, you know, I love you, girl. And it's nice. What I'm trying to say is, it's been nice revisiting these pieces of my past and doing it sober. And it's like getting those pieces back a little bit, but looking at them in a completely different perspective. Like, I've just been looking at all these situations and scenarios and everything that I've been placed in with my sobriety from crystal meth. And just, it's just so beautiful. Like, there's just something so beautiful about working on these relationships that I've kind of put on the back burner for the past 4 years since my sister passed away and my relationship failed. Like, working on these relationships with these people means so much to me now that it's really, really like a big thing for me. Oh, I got to see my cousins too in Colorado Springs. I did not forget about you guys. No, my cousin Margot, she's like, I love your YouTube videos, girl. So here's your shout out to you, Margot. It was great seeing everybody. Like, it really was, you know, just like, I'm tearing up a little bit, but these are happy tears, okay? Don't let the tears fool you. They're not sad at all. They're really happy and grateful that I've got all the support that I have from people and got myself this far. Like, I'm proud of myself. I have not been able to say that in such a long time, but I'm so fucking proud of myself. That feels good to say out loud. Like, I'm so fucking proud of myself. But yeah, working on these relationships with people is just so much better than any kind of high, any kind of drug out there that I had ever done. Like, there's something just so magical about it, you know? Like, I love my family and I love my friends, especially my good friends. And I want everybody to be on the same page of happiness, you know? So, like, me being in a good state now, I like being around these people, around you guys, and I like working on my relationships with you guys because it helps you guys be stronger people as well. And I can see that, you know what I mean? Like, and I just want to let all you guys know, if you guys are having any weak moments, you know what I mean? Like, stop, look in the mirror, and remind yourselves that all you guys are some badass motherfuckers. Okay? All you guys are. Don't let anyone bring you down, for real. Like, only we can bring ourselves down. Only we can. We control these emotions. But yeah, that was my weekend. It was a good fucking weekend. And I hope to do more of those weekends. And I know I will. Especially because I'm not spending my money on hotels, Ubers, and drugs anymore. Well, crystal meth, I'm still buying pre-rolls, motherfuckers, but I'm smoking a lot, so, you know, people stop your judging, you know. Pot isn't really a bad thing. Like, those of you who aren't really that educated about pot, I suggest you just download iHeartRadio or Spotify or anywhere you could listen to podcasts and check out Chelsea Handler's Life Will Be the Death of Me podcast. Life Will Be the Death of Me podcast by Chelsea Handler. Check it out. She has some very good information about cannabis and the industry, and she's also launching her own line coming out in February next year. So I bet you those are gonna be some good vape pens and some good weed, some good shit. I'm looking forward to that, Chelsea. So yeah, guys, if you aren't that informed about pot and you're one of those closed-minded bitches about it who think, oh, you're a pothead, you must be so slow and stupid and get nothing done. Like, if you have your stereotypical thoughts about pot, just check out those podcasts for me, please, before you start judging. Get your information right and your facts straight. Not your men, though, because I don't like my men straight. Just kidding. Sometimes I do, but we don't speak of those times either. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I just got back home and I should really be in bed, or I should be unpacking and then get to bed so I can wake up for work tomorrow and be ready for work and group meeting tomorrow, because it is still Wednesday tomorrow, whether I like it or not. I want to keep talking, but I'm not. Or am I? Maybe not. I'm going to go. Bye, everybody.